Psalm 5 is a poignant prayer of King David, reflecting a deep relationship with God and a strong trust in His justice. This psalm is often viewed as a morning prayer, where David seeks guidance, protection, and justice from the Lord. In the opening verses, David expresses his earnest plea for God to hear his prayers. He sets the tone by approaching God with reverence, acknowledging Him as his King and God. This teaches us the importance of starting our day by seeking God's presence and aligning our hearts with His will. David highlights God's nature as righteous and holy, rejecting wickedness and evil. This underscores that while God is loving, He is also just, and sin has no place in His presence. For believers, this serves as a call to live righteously and to rely on God's grace for purification. A central theme in Psalm 5 is trust in God's protection. David contrasts the fate of the wicked with the blessings of the righteous. While the wicked face God's judgment, the righteous are surrounded by His favor as with a shield. This imagery assures believers that walking in obedience to God brings His divine covering and peace. The psalm also emphasizes worship and dependence on God. David enters God's house with reverence, highlighting the importance of humbling oneself before the Lord. He prays for guidance in righteousness, knowing that only God can lead him on the right path. Psalm 5 concludes with a declaration of joy and confidence. Those who trust in God can rejoice because He defends and blesses them. This psalm reminds us of the privilege of prayer and the assurance that God hears and responds to those who seek Him in faith and humility.